2020 has seemed like a year when a whole decade happened. There's been a massive world pandemic, lockdowns, reopenings, further lockdowns, economic turmoil, and also global willingness to give governments more power over our lives. Here in the US, we saw a stock market crash, then a new Dow Jones record all within 6 months of each other, national convulsion of rioting, self-doubt over racism and economic injustice, and a presidential election that looked more like a reality TV show. Global business learned to deal not just with uncertainty, but with frantic turmoil. Of all the projections you had going into 2020, not one of them has proved accurate. There were shortages of capacity, materials, cash, transport, manpower, bandwidth, and germ masks and cleaning materials. These all spiked and fell week by week and made operations a nightmare. Now, you and your board and management team have been in the thick of this nightmare from February up to the current moment. You ask the management team what the COVID impact will be, and they change their estimates every week. But this didn't shake your confidence in them because you were battling the same uncertainties yourself. The financial dashboard reports that you received were suddenly flashing with out-of-compliance amber lights for income, sales, order fulfillment, scheduling, payments, all sorts of vital factors. But your board pitched in. You learned to make Zoom board meetings work through sheer necessity and spent hours online and on the phone. You redefined governance oversight to include monitoring day-by-day numbers, making personal calls to help push along a needed product or delivery, and asking execs who you barely knew a year ago how they were feeling today. As a board member, the past year focused you on a few essentials of the company, and you also learned those essentials cover items that you never considered last year. You've learned just how fragile the world economy is in general, and your company's operations are in particular. The walls between your board's governance role and the executive management role blurred in working through the crisis, and you're not really sure how and when those walls are going to refocus. You discovered the company employees, from the bottom all the way up to the top, are stronger, smarter, and more committed than you ever knew. And finally, 2020 taught you that the term corporate governance is really a verb. I'm Ralph Ward from the Boardroom for December.